4 years ago, I gathered some people from my community, the Cone community, and some people from Kurt's community, the Firelanders, and I tried to take them racing in Assetto Corsa in these GT86 not race cars in order to have a fun sim racing experience that was content creation friendly. And that thing was called Conelanders. And that thing has had its ups, its downs, it's vanishing, it's back. Well, it's back again, and this time with a class of veterans and novices driving vintage Alfa Romeo and mini race cars. As well as modern Fiat and BMW Mini touring cars. Grouped up here again to bring you 6 sprint races in vintage cars, as well as 6 feature races in the modern touring cars. Drivers in the Masters class will be driving the Alfa and the Fiat, while the novices will be driving the Austin and JCW Minis. Every Master will have a novice teammate and will compete for a team championship, as well as individual class championships. This series will take place at 6 racetracks ranging from Grand Prix facilities to local club tracks over the course of the next 4 weeks here on YouTube, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Welcome to a whole new season of Conelanders. Let's get to Barcelona for today's race. Alright, so we gotta find ourselves a place in traffic. I'm gonna let some cars go, I think. Or do I wanna? Well, I'm pretty far down pit road, so yeah, I probably want to go later. I don't really like having Squid this close to me here. I might let him go. Try to let him have a gap. Since there's a pretty good gap behind us. Yeah, I got like 7 seconds back to powers, that'll be good. Squid's doing a tire warming procedure is what that is, I'm sure. Just remembered I didn't click on my setup. That'll be okay though, the setups don't really matter that much. I'll just be pinging limiter right there. Much too deep into turn 1. Pinging limiter there actually did kind of mess up my lines. I'll have to remember to click my setup. Pretty much have to make my decision here. Am I gonna go in and change setup? Or am I gonna commit to a lap? I think I'm gonna go ahead and commit to a lap. Just because I'm in a pretty good spot on track and the setup is close enough. Gonna overdrive the last turn, go into the line. Kinda did there. Actually really did. That's not going to help anything. Biggest factor for me here is my gearing is pretty far off from where I'm used to. Just how I kind of judge my turns. But it might help in different places, so we'll see. Such a big moment, and yet look at my delta. Ah, you gotta love old cars.
Catching Nessie here. Hopefully it's not an issue. Let it bog a little bit there. Pretty good lap shaping up. Bit of an early slide there, but it shouldn't hurt us too much. Made it work. It was ugly, but we made it work. We can get one more in if we want to, but I think Nessie's going to be a problem. Of course, everyone found tons of time in the session. In practice, I was looking like, probably second quickest. But of course, in practice, everyone's faster. But that's fine. Really push my luck here. Might get us a little bit. Not gonna get to powers, I don't think. Nope. That's fine. P5, if we hold there, I'm fine with that. Everyone's... we have one rookie who's not really a rookie, but he's just never done any sim racing side by side. He's currently intermixed with the Alphas. 3 seconds a lap faster than the next fastest mini. Going through the grid, on pole we have Gem Knight, who will be a strong contender in this whole series, next to Spooky Squid, followed by Potatohedron and Powers2440, who loves these retro cars, as well as me, Conelanders, who also loves these retro cars, and the Holy Moose. Then we have Magnet OS, or Magnetos as I know him, and NCW. First of the minis, the rookie, Home for Summer, who's not really a rookie and is ahead of Jimps in an Alpha, and Alex Nessie in an Alpha. Second of the minis is Rotorex, and third, Mach 1 Fireman. Then we have last second edition, Ow My Nose, and Isaac, or New Zealand, and Tech 1LE. Some new additions in Yellow Fox and Melissa, Rocket Whale, Hot Fornius, and Armo Aram. That is your field for Conelanders season number who knows. But let's get to racing. Alright, well, let's try and have some fun. I've done a lot of side-by-side with all of the cars around me, so I feel like it should be a pretty good time. Just gotta remember, there's gonna be an off here or there, and it's gonna happen, but if we can recover from it quick enough, usually it'll come back around to us. Turn 1. It's gonna be like turn 1. Good jump on Powers here. I'll take it. Think we cleared him? Yep. We got him side by side with somebody, which is good. Pretty clean break for the Alphas. This one's real easy to overcook. I felt like Powers, yep. Oh boy, I was worried about Powers, but there was movement ahead of me. You can get away with rolling off the brakes in this car. So if somebody was gonna hit me from behind, I was okay with rolling off and letting it roll through the turn. Just trying to keep it as tidy as I can. Sideways is fun, but you just do nothing but lose time doing it. Most of the time. Sometimes it actually is faster. Squeaky brakes. Squid I feel like I can run with. Obviously I got nothing for Gem here. With Squid, I feel like I can maybe get up there and start applying a little bit of pressure to him. I got a really strong exit there. I don't know how much this car is going to draft. Probably not much. But hey, 5th to 3rd, first lap. I'll take it. Missed my heel toe there. I am running full simulated gear changes, and I am heel toeing. I think some of the drivers out there are left foot braking and just rev matching. It is much easier to do that. But unfortunately, my brain at this point simply won't allow it. My brain knows too much. Saw something on the radar. I don't know what it was. Since I don't use VR and I don't really have the ability to look around in the car, I don't mind using it. Yeah, that thing you see on screen with the boxes and the colors flashing. It's basically a car radar detection. Pretty handy. Helps kind of close the gap between someone using VR or not. Squid running real tidy lines here. I'm impressed. I honestly think it's making me better. Like just following Squid, seeing kind of the arcs he takes through the turns. I think at some places I'm doing better at rolling the centers, and I'm getting better exits. And he's driving a lot smoother. Quick lap there. Power's taking the quick lap. I don't really have much of a run here. I'm gonna show the nose just for the sake of posterity. But I didn't really have much for him. Sometimes you can trick somebody into overrunning a turn. That's a good way to pass in a car like this. Power's making a big charge. He has been quick in this car. Maybe he didn't have a good qualifying lap like I didn't. This car is very much so up his alley. Again, rolled the center a little bit better than Squid there. But Powers, big run. Followed Squid off track there. That's going to be bad for me. Powers decides not to go for it there. I'm impressed. Hanging it out. Alright, let's try to run Squid back down if we can. Wow, Powers making a move here. That's not going to end well. As long as I don't overdrive this turn, I can defend that pretty easily. But boy, he is quick. Squid realizes you want to get off of that green turf before you try and turn into the turn, because it's so slippery. If you try to turn in on that green stuff, it just pushes wide. A little bit more breathing room for everybody this lap. 12 AM powers running in a little deep there, but recovered from it really well. You just gotta watch the rear tires, or the rear tire really, from overheating, doing that. Just like some of you may be familiar with how I have those problems in Formula One, where once the tires hit a certain point, it just keeps getting worse and worse. Believe it or not, these cars do the same exact thing. For what you would think is like completely irrelevant to Formula One. Man, that's too bad. I was on a really good tear there. That's really messed up my line through here. Powers has got a good run. Don't think he's gonna go for it here though. That's part of the appeal of these cars to me. That's part of the appeal of racing them is you're not gonna be perfect, you know? You're gonna have slides, you're gonna miss gears. You gotta lock up. There is no driving these things perfect. Unless you're Jim. See the way my car really pitched into the turn there because it was on the green? Luckily it worked out, but it could have been much worse. Squid, I feel really overdriving at this point. I felt like he was in there too deep, but he saved it nicely. On that curb. Boy, it doesn't get much better than that. I love this car. Too deep. Too deep, but I saved it. A lot of patience from Powers there. I think maybe he ran too deep also. And then had to avoid me getting all squirrely. That's part of it though. You gotta predict what's going on with the cars in front of you, around you, and sometimes even behind you. Just look at the way that car pitches when he shifts in the turn. A lot of people are running this at the bottom of its ride height. I actually have it a little bit higher than that because I want it to be able to pitch. I want it to be able to roll and hook into the turns. It's gonna be a big run here. So I got a great exit. Tuck right up in the draft. Flat shift it. We got a mini off the track here. Hopefully it's not a factor. Thank you, Yellow Fox. It's very kind of you. Very respectful. Over under. I managed to hold it. It's so hard to hold that inside right there. Hear how long it took me to get back to the gas there. are in the back of the mini grid here. I think they're pretty split up, so it shouldn't be a huge issue. This is actually my teammate here, so he's probably gonna let me go. I think we'll catch a lot more of them, maybe a few. Oh boy. Me and Squid run a little bit of different lines around here. It's definitely playing a factor. He's in my way in some places, I'm in his way in some places. Alright, this will be the same situation. He's gonna get the run on the straightaway because I got a bad exit there. He's got a much bigger run than I had. Try to do the same thing he tried to do and pull the over-under. Unfortunately, I really lost the back end there and wasn't able to do it. Got close. Now I think what I want to do here is try to run a pretty safe lap or two and try to make it so Powers doesn't close back into me. I'd really like to nab the podium here, if I possibly can. I think if he gets back up here, it's a pretty good chance we might lose that. He is quick. He will be much quicker running on his own, though, than the two of us messing around. And I think we're going to get back to the line before the clock runs out. Starting to feel the tires a bit. My shifter keeps coming loose too. Like every time I downshift, I basically have to reach over and retighten my shifter down. Just like a true Italian classic. 17 seconds. Yeah, I think he's gonna get back before the timer. Jem's so quick. He's gonna add another lap to this race. 5 seconds. Yeah, I think he's done it. He has, by a second. Oh, Powers is thrilled about that. Imagine being so fast that you can literally add laps to a race. Pretty wild. Come on, Squid. Trying to give you plenty of room so you don't overdrive. I feel like he's still taking the turns too shallow on entry though. Yeah, Powers closed up quite a bit there. He may not even realize that I'm taking it easy. It's very possible. But, you know, somewhere I'm gonna try and size up a move. At some point, I don't know where that's going to be. It might be turn one. So he's putting a lot of heat in that tire. I've actually gotten mine cooled down. It's out of the red. They have plenty of grip in the rear of this car for the last lap. Big slide for Squid there. He's gonna give me the outside, which is fine. I'm gonna hold him nice and tight. Gonna get him on the exit here. Powers is here. Felt like that was one of my only chances. Trying to leave him space. You have to leave space, always. Boys, my heart racing now. This has been fun. All right, Powers, I need a little bit of help from you here, bud. Just a little bit of help. Pinched him off there. Try not to overdrive the center of the turns, you know? Let it run nice and wide here. Don't overdrive the last turn. Yes! Yeah! What a race! What a race! Woo! Man, that's 1 of 4 I gotta run today. My heart's not gonna be able to take it. Woo! Good stuff. And that is a wrap on week number 1. No, it's not. It's a wrap on race number 1. That's the right words. First is Gem Knight. Second place me, Spooky Squid in third. And as you can see, Gem also scored an extra point for the fast lap. And in the minis, we have Home for Summer in first, Rotorex in second, Mach in third. And once again, Home for Summer, the winner of that class, getting that point for the fast lap. And if we look over here at the team standings, that puts Potato Evolution in first place, Sharky Engineering in second, Wee Cadillac in third, and we're down here in 7th with a 2nd and an 11th there. And if you're wondering who these teams are, you can see them listed here to try and figure out who is who on each team. I don't know how I feel about my chances moving forward as far as winning any championships, but I do feel like there's going to be a pretty good battle amongst this top, I would say, 2 to 6. I could see a lot of movement in this 2 to 6 range throughout the season. Looking forward to it. Thank you as always for watching, and we'll see you next time for some modern touring car action at Barcelona.